Hello everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab and doing a special presentation for you in slides. As you know, I don't usually do slides, but I wanted to emphasize one of these points. So to make it as specific as possible, hope you find this information useful to you. So today's topic is how do you know if your binary broker is messing with you? What I'm about to share with you today is something that is probably not going to be shared anywhere else. So this is, in a way, quite golden information. Okay. First and foremost, most binary option brokers are the house. In case you didn't know that, is that strange? No, it isn't. Because with Forex brokers, they are also the house in many cases, like what they call bucket shop brokers. They're the house because they trade against you, right? So that's not the problem. And in fact, businessmen and investors, they open brokerages because they know that according to the statistics, the house always wins. Have you ever heard of that? Right? And even though you might be thinking, what if people are winning traders? But it's just like the same as the people who strike jackpot in a casino, the people who, win the whole lot at blackjack. A few traders is not going to offset the whole overall trend of the majority of traders. So that is still quite a good business model. But you must be saying, what if could be a new broker that's onto the scene, and this new broker was unlucky enough to attract some very good traders to its brokerage, and then what's going to happen, right? So, if the majority wins, who loses? That's the interesting thing. The broker, right? But is it difficult for the majority to win? Yes. And the reason behind that is that most people lack self-discipline, self-control, and they allow themselves to be ruled by emotions. But there are some exceptions, of course, and these are the really, really good traders. Like what they say, the minority of people make the most money when it comes to trading, and welcome to risk management. So this is the part especially that's probably never going to be told to you anywhere else. And the reason why I know this is because after making a lot of money trading binary options, wanting to look into the possibility of setting up my own broker, I have consulted with many platform providers in the industry. So there are brokers literally starting from every alphabet, and you notice that there are a couple of common trading platforms. So I've actually spoken to a couple of them, and what I've understood from some of the more fancy looking ones, okay, is that they have something called risk management. And risk management, in case you didn't know, is not about risk management from trader side, but this is risk management broker side. It's totally different. And this exists to protect brokers from losing their pants, literally. You've seen them before, okay? And I mean that you've seen it happen in your trading when you've encountered risk management. You probably don't know that, right? But think about the times when you saw trade context is busy. Think about the times when you saw rate not available. Think about the time where you see executing and then the thing goes like circle, 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 and round and round and round, and finally rate not available, server error. You've been logged out, please log in again. So all these are risk management procedures. They are meant to jam you in your tracks from making a profitable trade. And these work in a way that they actually study trading behavior. So let's say if you've been winning several times, it's there to prevent you from making the next winning trade. And if you've seen that you've won a succession of trades and you're just about to go a little bit heavier, it's there to prevent you from doing that. Or let's say if the mechanism studies that you've been like a martingale trader. You remember my previous video I talked about how to advise for newbies when trading against a trend. What if in a very strong breakout, it might not even swing back around, right? It might not have a reversal, but it might have a retracement. So let's say if you've been out there taking trades, doubling up, doubling up, doubling up, at the very end, you know that you're just like one trade away from winning it all back plus more within that time when it does a small retracement. It's going to jam you from doing that and the next time you go in again, seconds later, the price may have already moved. The opportunity may no longer be there. I tell traders that a lot of the opportunity is in the first 5 seconds of a minute. For those people doing very short-term trading, I do a lot of very short-term trading in the binary lab, and that's very important. So they prevent you from doing that, getting the best price, and by the time you're actually able to go into the trade, the risk from the broker is much reduced. Why? Because then your trade has to move that much more to ensure there's a winning trade versus a losing one. It may not prevent you totally from winning, but it makes it harder for you to win, and that's what broker side risk management is about. So um, risk management helps brokers identify risky traders and if complex algorithms to stall their trading. I've already explained that. But the thing is that now you're wondering, how can we beat this? Okay. At this point in time, you're probably thinking that I may have some kind of a complex strategy for you, or like some kind of analogy like I usually do. But you know what? The best way to beat them is to not fall deeper into the trap. Just withdraw and leave. Sometimes you may be very tempted to think that, damn you bastards, you jam me again and again. I'm going to teach you a lesson because I'm going to make this a super huge trade, right? But that's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to do something that's totally irrational. Rational traders who win is the biggest threat to any broker out there. But if they're able to make your mental aspect like derail you, right? And then they're actually able to beat you. So when you think of like, okay, I'm gonna top up more, I'm gonna teach them a lesson, or I'm gonna make such a big trade and I'm gonna fuck them up so bad, it's not gonna work out because that's playing into the trap. You never make money with a broker that messes with profitable traders. Okay? So there are a lot of brokers out there, and you can observe. And they're going to be the brokers that on a webinar I see. When we do a webinar, it's very easy to see what's working for you and against you, right? Who's serving you in making profits and who is preventing you from making profits. Everyone's getting the same trade, but why are some people losing when we obviously would have won it, right? So you will never make money with a broker that tries to mess with profitable traders. And the good news and the bad news, okay, what's the best broker platform, right? Binary brokers can be grouped by broker platforms. So broker platforms have generally different characteristics, and they have different levels of broker side risk management features. Some have a lot of control. They actually have features to jam you, based on X number of profitable trades won. Based on when you're taking large trades as risky to them, and there are also platforms that have a minimum of these capabilities. Right. So the good news is spot option, which is like the most widely used broker platform out there, has actually a very low tolerance, in fact low adjustability in terms of stalling you. There are some known problems with spot option, in the sense that by the way, spot option, if you trade on the turbo, execution is predictable and great. Uh, in my opinion, is generally a very predictable and great platform. Only downside is that there happens to be like a bid and ask spread on the binary option bid. But those are for trades 15 minutes or longer. But for everything else, it's a very great fuss-free platform. And in fact, speaking to them, they actually convey to me this. All right, as spot option, we do not tolerate with any of our technology leasers to screw the trader. So that makes it a very good choice. There are other platforms out there, some that are more robust. They offer like higher payouts perhaps. They offer like a wider range of expiry times, more kind of trading tools like no touch, ladder, range, and this and that. But a lot of these ones, they also have a lot more risk management features on the broker's end. But think about this, all right? Having it doesn't mean that they have to use it. So at the end of the day, the best way to really find out is to try it out. So I would be terribly stereotyping to say that stay away from stay away from this platform. All right. I mean, the main platforms here. There's like Markets Pulse, Tradeologic, Spot Option, Tech Financial. Probably one or two more that I momentarily forgot. It doesn't mean that this broker that is using this platform screws people. So any broker that you see the same platform, they're out to screw you. It doesn't mean that. Uh, if they do what it's supposed to do, you do get to enjoy the greater features, the greater expiry times, the better payouts. And so you really have to just so-called find out. And there's also the kind of trend that's very often when brokers can be out there for the first 1-2 months they're great, and after a certain time, they start turning on every single risk management control, and then and it becomes terrible to trade, it becomes impossible to trade there. And there are also those that have issues like this for technical screw ups, right? And subsequently, a few months down the road, it becomes okay to trade it. So the best way, in my opinion, is to just see from like real users what's really happening in a live session. So I think that's one of the big plus points that members on my daily webinars actually get to see, because everyone there uses like different brokers. That there are some main ones we use, and when what happens is this. All right, so when someone sees a bad broker, is literally like reported to us, and we actually either like quarantine them, or in some cases we stop promoting a broker because of that. So the Binary Lab actually has a list. On the free member application page, has a list of binary options brokers. It includes unregulated brokers accepting U.S. residents. By the way, there's literally like no regulated broker accepts U.S. residents, and there's also a list of unregulated and regulated brokers accepting non-USA residents. So with different platforms as well. And brokers, they're reputed to be good based on feedbacks from members are added to the list, because sometimes people may have an existing broker prior to coming into the Binary Lab, and they find, hey, this broker is pretty good, why don't you include them? And then at the same time, like I said, problem brokers are removed from this list. So to find out the current list of recommendations, you can actually click on this link right here. Click on that. Alright, so we have a live community of 2,100 plus members. Actually, now it's close to 2,300. And you can read through this whole site. It's basically my site. I lead these sessions. It's newbie friendly, trading calls, everything. Click on the Join the Binary Lab button, and that's going to take you to a separate page where there's a short video welcome by me. So scroll down and click on the one where it says click to fill the registration form. These are for you to fill up to claim your free membership. Memberships is free. We're going to be charging soon, but right now it's still free, so take advantage of that. And scroll down to broker selection. So this way you can see it. I'm going to actually increase the size. Let me see if I increase the size of this page. There we go. So check out this list. We have various brokers. It's indicated whether it's U.S. or international, whether they're regulated, non-regulated. This one's spot option, spot option, spot option. U-binary, just want to give a little heads up. This one has, some of the brokers have different payouts during Asian session and US session, and so this is one of those. Their payouts are actually better in the US sessions. Other sessions can be a bit low side, starting in advance. 10 trade regulated, option trade regulated as well. Binary options 360 regulated, non-US. FinPari, non-US. They were US accepting until recently. Binary 8, non-US. Titan trade, non-US. Main options, non-US. So basically, when you select any of these brokers, because they pay us a referral fee, and that actually subsidizes you for coming to the lab. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you inside the Binary Options community. Follow us on Facebook, fb.com/thebinarylab page. On YouTube, as you know, it's youtube.com/theprofessionalbum2. On the web is www.thebinarylab.net. Goodbye, this is Julian Wong, signing out.